Hi, and welcome to a new lesson. In this video, we are going to solve a hard SQL problem. So let's get right through it. Okay, so first we need to head to sqlpractice.com. This is the website. The link is going to be in the description. Then we need to select hospital.db. Then we click on view all questions. We select difficulty hard. And then we scroll down until we see the question which says, all patients who have gone through admissions can see their medical documents on our site. We select that one, we get rid of this, and now we can begin solving this question. So first, let's take a look at the tables. So we have two tables, the patients table and the admissions table. So these two tables have information. The first one about patients in the hospital, and the admissions table has information about the admissions for each patient. Then if we click on get hint, we can see the expected output. So you can see this is the output we should get. Also, we can see the solution keywords. So these are some statements from SQL that we can use. And if we click again on get hint, we can see a portion of the solution so that we have an idea on how to solve this problem. Okay, now I encourage you to solve this problem on your own. You can go to the website and try it yourself. If you are stuck or you are unable to continue, we can do it together. Okay, so let's do this problem together. Let's solve it. So we need to understand the question. So let's read it through. So it says, all patients who have gone through admissions can see their medical documents on our site. Those patients are given a temporary password after their first admission. Show the patient ID and temp password. The password must be the following in order: the patient ID, the numerical length of patient's last name, and lastly, the year of patient's birth date. Okay, so let's break it down step by step. So it says all patients have who have gone through admissions can see their medical documents on our site. Okay, so that's just information, just giving some context. Then it says those patients are given a temporary password after their first admission. Okay, so that's also some context. So every patient who has gone to the hospital has a password. And then it says, show the patient ID and temp password. And okay, so we can begin by doing that. Select patient ID, comma, oops, temp password. So it's for temporary password, I believe. And select from patients. But as you can see, there are no temp password column in any of the tables. So we have to come with a solution, maybe a function, a formula or something to come up with this password. So the question gives us some clues on how to do it. It says the password or some more like instructions. So it says the password must be the following in order. So it's the patient ID, the numerical length of patient's last name, and the year of patient's birth date. So if we see the expected output, we can see the temporary password is just a string of numbers. So it's about 6 numbers or seven numbers for some people or more, but are just numbers. So those numbers, we are getting those numbers from the patient ID are the first is like the first couple of numbers. Then the second set of numbers come from the numerical length of patient's last name. So for example, I don't know, Sharma, she has, or sorry, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 letters in their last name. And also, they will have, sorry, so they will have 6 in this number as a second set of numbers. Then it says year of patient's birthday. So for example, returning to Sharma, their birth date is 1957. Okay, so I believe for this patient, their temporary password will be 3, and then, okay, let's just write it. Will be 3, and then the length of the last name, so in this case is 6. So 3, 6, and 1957, 1957. So if we check with the expected output, we can see that we get the same. So we have the patient ID and their respective password, which is 361967. So it's the same as the one we have here, 361957. Okay, so we have to do this for every patient and every patient who has gone through admissions. So in this case, maybe we don't know yet, but maybe all patients, or maybe, yeah, maybe there are patients in the patients table who haven't gone through admissions. We don't know. So that's why we are going to select the patients from the admissions table. Okay, so to do that, we need to, because we are also getting the patient ID and the, no, and then last name and birth date, that information only exists in the patients table. So let's create a password. So to create the password, we need to concat, because we want to um, combine the numbers from the patient ID, then the numerical length of the year, the birthday, oh sorry, the numerical length of the last name. So last name, and also the year of the patient's birthday. So okay, I'm just going to do this so that it's easier to understand. And I'm going to give an alias as temp password. Okay, then, and okay, I think that's all. But we need to make sure that are people who went to admissions. So to do that, we can join admissions. Let's just give it add as an alias on add dot patient ID equals PA dot patient ID. So PA is the alias for the patient's table. Okay, so now we need to specify from which table we want to retrieve the patient ID. So in this case, it could be from the admissions table, and we can concat the uh, the patient ID from the patient's table. The last name has to be from the patient's table, and the birth date also has to be from the patient's table. So if I run this query, okay, it seems we get something, we are getting something wrong. Oh yeah, I know what. Because I'm concatenating all these 3 pieces of information, which are like columns, I need to close the parentheses. And here it says there are no such columns as p dot patient ID. Okay, I forgot to, that is PA, PA, PA. And now it says we have the incorrect solution. Okay, I know why. Because we are selecting you can see we have here duplicates. So here it's patient ID 1 and 3 and 3 and 6, and there are many patients who are duplicates because in the admissions table, multiple patients have gone more than once through admission. So here we are showing all those times the patients have gone through admission, but we only want a distinct patients. So if I run this again, we get the correct answer. So you can compare it with the solution provided by the website. And here are some alternative solutions so that you can compare how well you did it. So that's it for now. I'll see you in the next video.